Hello, Tarotani-san.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you again. 1 year. Okay.
Last year we made a nice interview together.
Yeah, but you made you made a quite difficult question last year. Please.
Now this time I will not make difficult
Okay.
questions. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, really nice to see you again. I enjoyed the interview of last year.
Okay. Thank you very
And
much.
I think some people already know you from the last video on my channel.
Okay.
And yeah, first of all, how did you find the show until now?
This year's show, yeah, this year's show is quite fantastic for us. So everybody is enjoying the CE1TX new speakers, and out of reaction from the customer, everybody says, "Oh, this room is the best in the Munich."
Cool.
Yeah.
And what about the presentation? What was the feedback of the speakers, of the new speakers, the CE1?
Yeah, but we did some promotion at the Florida first time, and this time also we got some feedback. So people asked, where is the subwoofer? Where is the subwoofer? So this speaker makes a good low frequency impact to the customers.
And what did you do something special for the presentation?
Presentation?
Yeah.
To
for the speakers, did you have any guests here presenting the speakers?
Yeah. This time we invited Jim Anderson, the recording engineer, coming, and his wife is also coming, and they gave a good presentation for the customers, and they explained the good things about the CE1TX, the new speakers. I'm very, very impressed of their presentation.
I agree. I also enjoyed the sound of the new speakers here.
Yeah.
And I really like the room too.
Yeah. And the sound source also, I think I felt the good sound, the sources.
Yes. Yeah. I have one last personal question to you. So, what is your private setup at home?
Private setup at home? Frankly speaking, I don't have the good system in my house like a TAD because I don't have to have the myself. And one more thing is, we have the listening room in my office. See? So we have the R1 and M700 and C600 and D700. All of our reference systems are there, so I don't have to have on myself. I can listen the best system in the world in my office. So I cannot make it in my house like that. That's why I don't have to have that.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah, thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
I wish you a nice show.
Yeah. Sure. I'm enjoying it.
Einen wunderschönen, mittlerweile guten Tag, denn der Morgen ist gerade um 11:59 Uhr ja zu Ende gegangen und um 12 Uhr sagt man hier ja schon einen schönen guten Tag. Ja, ich heiße Sie recht herzlich willkommen hier auf der High-End 2023 im Raum von TAD, von Technical Audio Devices. Und ich freue mich, dass wir hier zusammengefunden haben für eine, wie ich glaube, wirklich sehr spannende und vor allen Dingen auch außergewöhnliche Präsentation, die Sie in den nächsten 20 bis 30 Minuten mit uns gemeinsam hier erleben dürfen. Wir werden auf unserer Reference-Anlage, bestehend aus dem Diskspieler D700, angekoppelt an den Vorverstärker C600 und dann in die beiden Mono-Endstufen M700, die sich hier hinter mir befinden, unsere neuen Lautsprecher, die CE1 TX, aufspielen lassen für Sie in einer wirklich, wie ich finde, harmonisch hervorragend abgestimmten Kette. Und das Ganze mit Material, welches es so normalerweise gar nicht zu hören gibt. Denn Jim Anderson, der Produzent von Patricia Barber und Jane Ira Bloom und vielen anderen mit den Grammys ausgezeichneten Produktionen, hat sich dazu bereit erklärt, hier heute für Sie eine spezielle Demonstration zu geben und auch vor allen Dingen etwas zu dem Entstehen, zu dem Hintergrund und zu den Details der Musik, der Titel, die wir ausgewählt haben, für Sie zu erzählen. Und deswegen, Ladies and Gentlemen, Mr. Jim Anderson, producer of Patricia Barber, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day. Day 4, who would have thought we could make it this far? And I've worked with Patricia Barber. I've had the honor of recording with her for the last 30 years or so, and we've done, I think, a total of 15 albums. And I'm going to play for you some tracks from the latest album that we did. And this album is called Click, and it's a collection of standard tunes from the American Songbook from really the 70s. Actually, it goes back even to the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And it's a wonderful collection of songs that she's been asked to play as encores and things like that. So it's available in super high resolution. We recorded this at 352.8 kilohertz, and we're going to play it in that resolution for you today. And we actually carried it through. It was recorded in Chicago. It was edited in Brooklyn, New York, and then mixed at Skywalker in California, and then mastered by Bob Ludwig in Portland, Maine. So it's kind of, this album has kind of seen almost every place in the United States you can imagine. We had the honor of actually having a Grammy nomination on the surround version of this album. So if you have a 5.1 system at home, you can listen to this, and 5.1, you can download it, you can play it on SACD and all kinds of things. So I'll play the opening, and here's the interesting thing about the opening of this track. You'll hear Patricia and you'll hear the bass player. But when we were mixing, I really felt that just listening to the drummer play behind them just really didn't take it anywhere. And fortunately, the studios at Chicago Recording Company, I could actually take those drum tracks and turn them off. So they're hearing the drummer in the headphones, and they're playing with him, but you're going to hear them turned off, and they'll come in on basically the second chorus. So, but actually imagine that the drummer is driving them, and we just turned them off. And so here's the opening track, This Town.
So 63?
63, yeah, we'll start there. 65. 73.
This town is a lonely town, not the only town like this town. This town is a make-you town or a break-you town and bring you downtown. This town is a quiet town or a riot town like this town. This town is a love you town or a shove you down and push you round town. This town is an alright town for an uptown town like this town. This town is a use you town and abuse you down until you're downtown. This town is a losing town. It's a miserable town. It's a nowhere town. And I'm leaving this town. Better believe that I'm leaving this town. Man, it could never be uptown. It's bound to be downtown. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye
I always like a long fade. I love long fades. Just take away. A couple of things I want to point out to you is what you're hearing is a recording that actually there's no compression, there's no EQ, and also one reason that we record in such a high resolution, when she sings this town, that S goes beyond 100,000 cycles. We've looked at it on the spectrum analyzer and can't believe how far up that goes. And what we discovered was when you're recording at 2496, if you imagine this S going up beyond 96, we're just going to truncate that. It's going to sound harsh. It's going to sound distorted. And so when we started working in this high resolution, we realized we had the full S of Patricia Barber, which many people, we've seen a lot of comments, people talking about her S is so sharp. And that was because of the recording format that we were doing. I see a couple of ladies have walked in, and we're going to play a track just specifically for the ladies in the audience, because I know at a hi-fi show it's usually a male-oriented kind of thing, and so I think you'll understand the reason I'll play this track for you now.
Okay, same volume.
Track 2.
Track 2.
Trouble is a man who loves me no more, no more. Trouble is a man I'll always adore. Nothing good to say about him. Still I hate a day without him. Why should he have to be the one? My only trouble is a man who's handsome and tall, so tall. Trouble is a man who's handsome, that's all. After all we planned, he didn't mean it. Now I understand, I should have seen.
Such a wonderful voice, actually. There's so much emotion in there. This is great.
What's interesting, in the album we recorded the day before, there was a lot of tension in the voice. And this, if you go back and listen to a record we did back in about 1999, the voice sounds very similar. And it was just recording songs. So it's amazing. It's almost like she went back 20 years to record this. I could have danced all night.
and tall, so tall. Trouble is a man who's for himself, and that's all. After all, we're plenty to meanness. Now I understand, I should have seen it. Trouble is a man. Trouble is a man. Trouble is a man.
Again, another fade. Another long fade. So that was for the ladies in the audience here. You're welcome. Actually, I played this, I forget where it was. I think Washington, D.C., and it turned out it was the woman who was making the decision on the hi-fi equipment. So I was shocked and not surprised. Because in my family, that's sort of the way that works too. I'd like to thank the folks from TAD for setting up such wonderful equipment for us to play on. I'm going to show you a track which we didn't realize this was going on when we mixed it and we were recording it, but when we played it back, we found this at Bob Ludwig's mastering house. When the guitar comes in on this next track, I want you to pay special attention to the woofers, because what's happening is I'm using a pair of omnidirectional microphones, and it's capturing the kind of the flow of the air out of the guitar, and you'll see the woofers kind of extend a couple of cycles, and it's really quite fascinating to watch happen. When Bob saw this, Bob Ludwig, he said, "I'm going to leave it in. It's kind of fun for the audiophiles to see this." And so what pays special attention to the guitar solo when she sings, "I Could Have Danced All Night."
I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. And still have begged for more.
I'll show you the note that most speakers don't reproduce. It's the first one.
I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done
Right here.
before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. All at once my heart took flight. I only know when she began to dance with me. I could have danced and danced all night.
Massive.
It's quite something.
I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. And still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting.
I think that's the bottom of the speaker. I don't think it goes any further.
All at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced and danced all night.
I hope you saw that. It's quite phenomenal what these little guys can do. Also, I like to play this track because it really shows the range of the speaker. I think the bass is going down to the bottom of what the speaker is capable of, and it's actually reproducing it quite nicely. We're going to stay in the dancing mode, and this is a song from The King and I, and Shall We Dance? The reason I'm going to play this for you, it's going to show you the tonal quality of the saxophone player that plays in the bridge. So this is Patty singing Shall We Dance?
Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance on the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
I'll show you where the edit is. I loved what she played the first time. Second time, she did it the first time. It's very nice.
Shall we then say goodnight and goodbye? Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen. Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
I should have had the sax player. I don't know why he's not playing. One of those major mistakes you only realize when you're mixing. Why didn't I have the sax play at the end to just put the period on the sentence? I have no idea why, but those things happen. But I wanted to tell you, there's no real studio magic going on except for the quality of the recording. That is the drummer, the bass player, the sax player, Patty, and Patty's playing live when she sings and she's playing the piano. That's not an overdub. That's actually her sitting at the piano, and she actually gives me a very nice balance. Not too much voice into the piano, not too much piano into the voice, and it's a very easy balance to make. So when you work with musicians like this, it is like a day at the beach. You just it's just very easy to do. So I'm going to play you the last track. This is the last track of the album, and the last track of the recording session, because after Patty sang this, there was nowhere to go. Emotionally, she was done. So I'm going to play you, we'll have tissues in the back for you if you like. But it's a Stevie Wonder song that I'm sure you all know, All in Love is Fair, but her rendition of it is just classic. So here it is.
All is fair in love. Love's a crazy game. Two people vow to stay in love as one, they say. All has changed with time. The future no one can see. The road you leave behind. Ahead lies misery. All is fair in I had to go away. A writer takes her pen to write the words again. All is fair in love. All of fate's a chance. It's either good or bad. I toss my coin to say in love with me you'd stay. But all in war is so cold. writer takes her pen to write the words again. All is fair in love. A writer takes her pen to write the words again.
So if you want, you could play Eden Crowd after this.
Is fair.
And we end on that happy note. That's Patricia Barber. That's the album Click, which is available on all streaming services and also native DSD. You can download it in up to, I think, 1040 or 1020 or something like that. And also in 5.1, and it's also SACD, it's also MQA. I mean, we tried to make it available for anybody and anything. It's also in vinyl if you like. But I'd like to thank all of you for taking time to give a listen, and also, again, the TAD folks for setting up such a wonderful playback system, because it makes my recordings look good. You know, I mean, we like that. So thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim Anderson.